Hi, my name is Michael Lynn. I'm a resident technology assistant based out of Champaign, Illinois, and today I'll be talking about Amazon Alexa and Google Smart Devices. First, we'll talk about Amazon Smart Devices. I'll go over both of them, the pros and cons, and at the end we'll talk about the benefits of both of them as well to see if you want to go with one or the other. For Amazon Smart Devices, they do have a lot of different ones, but the main one is that Echo Dot on the right side. They're good for home use, everyday life, and can do a lot of different things on them. Some of the main things people use them for is to play music, maybe read them a book, ask different questions about the day, like the weather, maybe something going on during the day. You can also use it for scheduling if you'd like to set your reminders. It can really be used for anything you can think of, as long as you can kind of think of that possibility. The price range for these is roughly between $40 and $100, depending on the version, which device you want, and kind of what you want out of that device. And what I mean by that is kind of what this other one is in the bottom right corner, the Echo Show. The Echo Show does almost all the same things, except it does have a screen on it. So you can use it for things like watching shows if you wanted to. A lot of the times, people will use this though to make video calls. So if you don't have a smartphone, you don't have an iPad, you don't have any kind of tablet or anything, but you still want to communicate with family or friends, you can use this Echo Show to call those friends. They can see you, you can talk to them, and you can communicate another way. So there isn't too much more with these two devices. They do, like I said, roughly the same thing. Echo Show does have this screen on here, so you can do more with it. It's more of a visual, and the Echo Dot is more of auditory, just talking, kind of saying what you want out of it and getting that response back. For Google Smart Devices, they're more or less the same thing, or kind of do the same things you might want them to do. But they are a little bit differently priced. So first, the Google Nest Mini is featured on the right side of the screen there. It does everything that the Google Home will do, but the Google Home is a little bit more advanced, a little bit quicker, um, and just kind of a better overall performance with the speakers and overall use of it. Like I said before, and with the Alexas, the Google Nest and Google Home are able to play music for you. You can schedule things, set reminders, ask it questions. Again, really anything you can think of, you can talk to these devices and get an answer for. Google does also have a similar device to the Echo Show called the Google Nest Hub. And again, more of these will be used for video calling. If you want to talk to friends and family, you can have it show you the weather. Really, anything you can think of can pop up on that screen. If it's a show, if it's, like I said, the weather, news, anything you can really think of. And those Google Nest Hubs are roughly around $100, but they do have better versions that are more expensive. So completely up to you on how you want to use them. Before we get into comparing these two devices, I did want to mention one more thing that kind of pairs with them, and that is how they work in your home. These two devices will both have different services where you can buy, let's say, light switches, light bulbs. You can buy something that goes into your outlet to control it for thermostats, Wi-Fi, cameras, and even to get into your home if you really wanted to have it for that. And again, these are all compatible with those devices. So if you have a Google Nest or a Google Home, you'll want to get a Google light bulb and a Google thing to put in your outlet, a Google thermostat. Those things will all kind of pair with each other. So I wouldn't intertwine those. I wouldn't get an Amazon Echo and then a Google light bulb. They won't really be too compatible. So make sure if you are getting these things for your home, they are with the respective brand. So, if it's Amazon, make sure you get everything Amazon. If it's Google, make sure you get everything Google. What these people use for these devices is to, let's say you're coming home late at night, now the lights are on in your home, you can go ahead and go on your phone and turn on those lights. or maybe the temperature at home is a little bit too cold, too hot, or you're away from home for an extended period of time and you want to just set that temperature to an average temperature so the electricity bill doesn't go up too much. You can control that as well as all the other things previously mentioned, like outlets, Wi-Fi, cameras, can all be used with these devices. So the nice thing as well, if you're not at home, or if you are at home, is you can talk to those Echoes or Google Homes and tell it what to do. So you can say, Amazon, turn on the lights in this room. You can say, Amazon, turn down the temperature to this. Or you can say for Google, the same exact thing. So both of these companies do offer these products with them. A lot of people do like having them. It is a little bit easier to do day-to-day tasks, like turning on lights, like opening the door, kind of anything you can think of. They have them and they are compatible with those devices. But again, make sure you get Amazon with Amazon and Google with Google devices if you're going to get those ones that work in your home as well. Now to kind of talk about the differences, um, like I mentioned, they do roughly have the same pricings with them. So if you want an Alexa or Amazon device, you can get that. If you want the Google one, you can get that. I will say Android phones work a little bit better with Google phones or Google Home or Google Nest, and iPhones work a little bit better with those Amazon products like Alexa. However, they are still compatible with both. So if you have an iPhone, it'll still work with a Google device. If you have an Android, it will still work with Alexa. But just from personal experience and with a lot of the residents I've worked with, those devices tend to work better with Amazon with iPhones and Google with Androids. So the devices themselves aren't much different either. They are very similar, like I mentioned earlier. They do all the same things, but really it's the price difference that's going to be the game changer, as well as what kind of devices you have currently. So again, would always just recommend getting all one of the same thing. If you have a bunch of Amazon stuff, it'll work a lot better with each other. If you have a bunch of Google stuff, it'll also work better with each other. But it's all up to you and your preference. But these devices are out there available. You can get them from Amazon, from really anywhere. Any retailer will have them as well. But thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.
You can find us online at raisingtechpodcast.com, where you can see all of our episodes and contact us to provide feedback or submit an episode idea. We are on social media everywhere at Raising Tech Podcast. If you enjoy Raising Tech, please leave us a review and share with a friend. Music is an original production by Tim Riesig, one of our very own Parasol Alliance employees. As always, thank you for listening.